Hello everybody and welcome to Cheat Bashing, where we try a new painting technique almost every video. Now you might be wondering, what the fuck am I doing with a half assembled and almost fully painted model? Today I wanted to try doing a vibrant rust and a Shipwreck patina styled weathering on copper and brass. And here I'm just using Troll Slayer Orange, very heavily watered down, to get that real bright red rust all over the metallics. I wanted the rust to be real bright and vibrant, kinda like anti-grimdark, and to get it all over the model to be more of like a highlight or a focal point. The idea for this model was that he would have been part of a ship's crew and sunk to the bottom of the sea, and as we all know, sea or salt water does a real bright and vibrant rust when it gets on iron. Now I didn't go for a golden demon level paint job on this, it was more of an experiment, and I might paint a Dredgelord model using this same motif. But I left everything else pretty basic. The wooden pieces I left almost black, looking like pieces of bug oak. I've also noticed in my previous videos I almost never wash any of my metallics. So now today I'm going to use some Agrax Earthshade to bring some warmer brown into all of the rust on the steel and iron parts. You could do this also with some Nuln oil, but I don't have that, so. For all of the copper and brass parts, I just take some straight up nylach oxide from the pot and dab it very heavily all over the copper parts to bring out the verdigris effect. For those of you who are into custom knives and into that world, Shipwreck patina usually has these real vibrant blues and greens on it that I want to replicate on the banner. I use some plague bearer flesh to bring that on the riveted copper parts that are on top of the banner. Taking my inspiration from these pictures, I want to make a lot more vibrant patina onto the copper parts, and that was my main goal on this model. I also used the plague bearer flesh all over the skin to make it sickly green. In hindsight, I maybe should have used some kind of bluish to make him look like drowned and bloated skin. To get some of the more vibrant blues onto the copper parts of the patina, I use some Nighthound Gloom technical paint. And I use this on the background pieces of the icon to give the banner a more layered profile and to give the banner a bit more depth. After all that is done, I dry brush some Runelord brass all over copper parts just to bring back some of that metallic. The dry brush goes brrrr. Now it is time to either elevate this model to a whole new level or absolutely ruin it. I decided I wanted to add some sea salt deposits on top of the armor. The idea being that this particular unit had risen from the bottom of the sea, and all of the seawater that had rusted his gear had some dried up spots of sea salt on it. Or, as like my friend said, looking like bits of mold, which I'm actually quite happy with how it turned out in the end. I didn't absolutely ruin the shit out of it. And now let's do some close-ups. This was a fun little project. I really enjoyed the end result. I think the blues could have gone a bit more vibrant to get that true Shipwreck patina effect, but overall I'm quite happy how it all turned out. Remember to dislike the video, report the channel, and leave a hate comment down below. Thanks.